Big stage in the big house. Just what's the anticipation like going to play Michigan?
Yeah, hopes are up right now. Everything's really exciting. A lot of the guys, weren't offered from Michigan or, haven't been over there, in that in the state of Michigan. DJ's from DJ. We got some teammates from Michigan from that area, like DJ and Dante. But no, a lot of guys are excited. A lot of guys are excited for this trip and excited for this matchup as well. So,
It's the excitement for you when you're playing a rushing offense that's just built the way they are, particularly with a 230-pound running back, converted linebacker. What's the anticipation for a linebacker to play a running team like that?
yeah, it's always great. Linebacker running back matchup, especially with the team that likes to run the ball. It's going to be a lot of based on a lot of run fits, and going to be seeing the running back in the hole one-on-one, or it's going to be a lot of in the box type of that type of game, right? So that's always exciting. Especially me playing linebacker, and just my aspect and how I see the game. Always like playing running teams. So
What stands out to you about Mullings in particular? Because you just don't see a lot of running backs at that size these days, at least not from some of the West Coast schools.
yeah, really explosive out the backfield. Right when he catches the ball, he's headed north and south. So really explosive, and I think their O line does a good job. Creating those holes opening up for him. So yeah, got a lot of respect for him.
Definitely the games played in the box. What are the kind of the keys for a defense that you have to do just on a consistent basis to be successful?
Yeah, you got to have everybody in the right fit. I think just going down to the communication in the back end. Obviously, there's going to be some guys from the back end that are responsible for the A or B or C gap, right? So just having everybody dialed in on the right fit, and then D-line peeking their gap and staying in their gap, right? You don't want to have two guys peeking in one gap and then it creases. So just being disciplined eyes, having disciplined eyes and disciplined fits.
Derek Harmon's going back to a familiar area against a team he's already said he doesn't really like that much. What are you expecting from him on Saturday?
Yeah, him to unleash havoc. I know that him come from Michigan State. Their rivalry that they got going on up there. I know he's excited for this game, and I know he's been prepping his tail off all week. I see it in practice. There's a different look in his eyes from this week. So
How important of an addition has he been to your defense?
Humongous tradition. Just the way that he creates havoc in the backfield, stopping the run for us, creating turnovers for us, and then also getting after the quarterback as well. A good guy on and off the field, but then like you said, on the field, he's just creating havoc up there up front for us. So
On that same note, Jamari Caldwell is someone who the stats don't really show the impact that he has in the game. What have you seen from him so far this season?
yeah, he's just been keeping his head down and continue to work. He's never a guy that comes in and complains about his job. He always wants to get better. And obviously, like you said, he doesn't show up in the stat sheet a lot of the times, but he's the reason why we're such a dominant run defense, right? And a lot of the D line, he's also seen as a leader in that room as well. So just the way that he approaches the game, just like you said, doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but he's a guy who's going to keep his head down and always do his job for us.
Back to Derek for a second. He has the play where he plays through the whistle. It kind of cost the defense. He called it a stupid play. How did he, I guess, communicate to? Did he have accountability for himself on the sideline? What was the message and conversation there after that?
Yeah, he was subbed out the play after, I'm pretty sure, and we know that it was a bad penalty on his part, but he's grown and he knows that it was a dumb decision on his end. But now that was really it. Kind of keeping his head fresh and kind of just letting him know. I spoke to him right after the play. I was like, just keep your cool, keep your calm. You know what I mean? Like you had a good play, just a little dumb penalty at the end. There's always going to be little things like that happen during this physical game that we play. So,
Jeff, how have you gone about attacking, getting better at pass coverage? Because you clearly have. So how have you gone about it? How have you gotten better at pass coverage?
yeah, just the training that I did in the off season, and then going up against our tight ends every day and our receivers every day. Really, I think guys like Kenyon, guys like T. Ferg and P. Herb, and then as well as we all know, the receiver core, that the best in the nation. Where I really feel like we are the best in the nation at the receiver core and tight end core. Just going up against those guys every day in practice, and then as well as my training in the off season. That's something that I really wanted to focus on going into this season, being matched up with great guys in the Big Ten as well.
How are they able to still get Loveland open when everyone knows he's so far and away their number one target and everybody could just key on him? Yeah, they still get him the ball. So how have they been able to do that?
Right. Yeah, he's a savvy player, and I think their offense coordinator and their offense does a great job getting him the ball. Whether that's one-on-ones or just in the middle of the field, they're always going to find ways to get him open. So that's some person that we need to know where he's at for sure.